The appeal for clemency has been turned down.
There is nothing more one can do. I am sorry.
There is no need.
For heaven's sake, man, don't you realize you are going to be shot?
You don't understand. No French soldier is going to raise his rifle against me.
Bravo! En joue! Fire!
Here is the 8 o'clock news for today, the 11th of March, 1963. An hour ago, in the courtyard of the Fort d'Ivry outside Paris, Lieutenant Colonel Bastien Thierry was executed by firing squad for leading the attempt on the life of General de Gaulle last August. The OAS now seems completely demoralized by the splendid performance of our national security forces. Already it is known that the new chief of operations of the OAS, Colonel Marc Rodin, a former paratroop commander in Algeria, is on the run and hiding somewhere in Austria. Today's execution must surely mean that the OAS is finished once and for all.
What are the finances like, Rennie?
No wonder. Our people are giving up. They've lost faith.
We failed them every single time.
We won't fail again.
What can we do? We're paralyzed.
Every cop in France has memorized our faces. Informers are all around us.
We must find an outsider. A foreigner.
A foreigner? Why?
A contract killer. If we find one that hasn't worked in France, he won't have a police record. Officially, he won't exist. He can come and go as he pleases.
That sort of person costs money, you know.
Yes. I'll find the right man. Look, we better meet again in 3 months in Vienna. In the pension you both know, Pension Kleist. June 15th. It's a limited market. I've compiled 11 dossiers over the last 3 months. Only those 4 men seemed anywhere near right. Now that you've read the files, what do you think?
One Englishman did all these jobs.
I don't believe it.
It's true.
He did that fellow in the Congo? And Trujillo?
Yes.
That's our man then, isn't it?
I should say so.
I'm glad you agree on the final choice. Because he'll be here any moment.
What?
He's arriving this afternoon from London.
Walensky.
A normal precaution, you understand. Come in. We are not terrorists, you understand. We are patriots. Our duty is to the soldiers who died fighting in Algeria, and to the 3 million French citizens who have always lived there.
So you want to get rid of him?
Speaking as a professional, do you think it's possible?
It's possible. The point is getting away with it. And speaking as a professional, that's a very important consideration.
But in principle, you'd say it could be done.
Yes. With enough time and planning. Would be much more difficult than most other targets.
Why more?
Because de Gaulle is the best security service in the world. Their information is first class. You see, gentlemen, not only have your own efforts failed, but you've rather queered the pitch for everyone else.
How dare you suggest that?
Work, you simply can't afford to be emotional. That's why you've made so many mistakes.
But if we decided to employ a professional...
You have to employ a professional. Your organization is so riddled with informers that nothing you decide is a secret for long. No, the job would have to be done by an outsider. The only question that is by whom and for how much.
Will you do it?
Yes. How much? You must understand that this is a once-in-a-lifetime job. Whoever does it can never work again.
How much do you want?
$500,000.
What?
In cash. Half in advance and half on completion.
$500,000 francs.
Dollars.
Are you mad?
Considering you expect to get France in return, I'd have thought it a reasonable price. But if you can't manage it, then there's nothing more to be said.
We accept.
How many people know about this?
Just the four of us.
Let's keep it that way. This job depends on absolute secrecy. No notes must be kept. If any one of you is captured, I shall feel free to call it off. I suggest you stay in a safe place under guard until the work is done. Agreed?
Agreed.
The planning will be mine. No one else will get the details, and you'll hear nothing from me again. This is the name and account number of my bank in Switzerland. When they tell me that the first $250,000 has been deposited, I'll move, provided I'm ready. But I'll not be hurried in any way.
Agreed.
Now, all I want from you is a telephone number in Paris that I could call about changes in the girl's plans. But the contact mustn't know who I am or what this is about. Send me the phone number by mail.
I'd like to know how you expect us to find $500,000 so quickly.
Use your network to rob some banks.
One last thing. What code name will you use?
Why not the Jackal?
Why not? There's nothing more you want from us. From now on, you'll be working completely alone.
Oh, not completely. One will have the cooperation of de Gaulle. Well, he won't listen to his security service, and he's not the sort of man to stay out of the public eye, is he?
Oh. A pleasant journey home, Mr. Jackal.